Good evening, everybody. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. Butcher's making his way to the ring now, and you can see how focused he is on the task at hand. He's really keyed in for this one. You can see it as he makes his walk to the ring. Opening 3 minutes of this 10-round fight. Well, don't expect him to stay away from the body for long. He has been talking all week long about his want to land those straight shots downstairs.
Well, his accountant's been telling him, go out there and invest in CDs.
He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. That's a good left hand by Butcher. Butcher's close to finishing this show with style. Great power punching display.
Yeah, but he better remember that old saying that be careful. You have a wounded animal in front of you. Be a little bit careful.
Jab right hand. Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Good looking two-punch combination there. What does the jab offer him here?
Victory.
It's as simple as that.
It sure is.
That's a solid right hand by Butcher. Punches and bunches. It worked out well there with that combo.
Yeah, you know, the early punches set up the late punches.
There's a good right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. That's it. Good combination. Butcher's on the receiving end of a very good counter punch. So many times you hear of an early round where they're just feeling each other out. No way. Not these guys. Straight to action.
Well, if they can keep this up, they're both going to have headaches, but we're going to have a special one on our hands.
Well, something's got to stick. He sends the combination to the body. Round comes to an end here. An enjoyable night sitting ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. A lot better than our day we spent at the horse track the other day where we couldn't get any winners. At least I couldn't. But we were talking about the fact that so many parallels to be made between boxing and life boxing and all these other sports we enjoy, like horse racing, of being well-conditioned and working your way up to this one singular moment.
Yeah, well, the trainer obviously has to get the athlete. In this case, athlete happens to be over 1,000 pounds, and that's a horse, you know, at peak conditioning.
Butcher's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. Great hook to the head that time. Teddy, I think he's going to go down. I think he's going to get... Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Oh, he goes down hard, and now he's got a real problem ahead of him. Plenty of time for his opponent to jump on him. And there he counters back against his opponent. Targeting that overhand left.
Hey, you gotta see that coming.
Butcher's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well.
Defense, more defense.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Able to cover up that gut. Halfway through this round. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Some fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use G's, he used distance.
Well, we just learned something here, Teddy, in this fight. He landed a beautiful counterpunch, and if that continues tonight, this fight's going to be in his favor.
Yeah, this fight might be over because when you land counterpunches, usually you're landing clean shots, and sooner or later, shots that your opponent doesn't see. And those are the shots that say, good night.
And he returns on that exchange. And now a little combination punching, landing both shots. End of the round. A round in which a knockdown was scored. Now, Teddy, if you're the trainer in the corner of the guy scoring the knockdown, what are some of the things you want to remind him of?
You want to remind him how he got there, because a lot of times it's the tendency to just remember the punch that put him there. He dressed him up. He set that punch up. Don't think about just the punch that landed. Think about the setup punches.
Keep this fight in the center of the ring, okay?
Butcher's corner now with a big task at hand. They've got to make sure that their fighter has his senses back after being knocked down. Really on the mark with that overhand left.
Come on, get focused.
Scored well up top. Good flush, straight left hand. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Butcher's left working well that time. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landed power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
Come on, get focused.
Butcher's left now getting into the mix. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there?
Up and down, side to side.
Butcher's opponent landing an effective counterpunch right there.
You gotta protect yourself.
Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs. Butcher's punches just don't look like what they should look like right now, Teddy. I know he's thrown a lot early on here, but there's no oomph on it. That's a big right hand there.
Nice work on the outside. Keep it up. You need to cover up more, okay?
Start of round number 4, and Teddy's scorecard a very easy one to read. 3 rounds to none. Of course, his opponent's gone down already, so he can just build upon that lead at this point.
Well, his opponent's acting like a guy who hasn't eaten for weeks, and he's being fed right hands.
Butcher's trainer is telling him, hey, just stick with what you've been doing. Yeah, but what he was doing caused him to get rocked earlier.
Yeah, sometimes you have to make it an adjustment. Now, they don't feel it's time yet, but that time's coming quick.
Boxing 101, jab followed by the straight. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
He's committed to the combination punching now, and it's working out well up top. Good-looking jab there. Solid shot, the overhand left. Boy, that's a heck of a job there, landing a three-punch combination. How about that left hand? Clean shot with the right. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Good flush shot by Butcher. They're sending more than one at him now. The combo to the head. That's a big right hand. Teddy, he's wobbling all over the ring.
You know, Joe, he can't use his legs right now, so he wishes, and it's too late for it because he wasn't taught, but he wishes he was a guy who was taught how to slip right in front of a guy and make the guy miss. Then at least he could do that. Right now, his only chance is to grab because the legs are not going to be there for him.
That left hand over the top, he's accurate with it. Butcher's looking like the one thing you don't want your fighter to be, Teddy, and that is careless.
Yeah, well, first,
and a power shot lands, and all of a sudden it turns the tables.
A little slow with that jab, and he got caught the right hand.
Crashes home with a hook. Targets his opponent after blocking a shot. Boy, he's really getting off with his punches and multi-numbers here. Good return fire that time. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Nice work with the jab on the outside. And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching. That right hand serving him well. Nothing there on the punch by Butcher. Good combination, hooking to the body with the left, and then going up top with the right. Blocks it away. He's got that certain something that's a well-acquired skill in this craft of boxing, and that is superb defense, and it's on target tonight.
It is. The old-timers would say, you know, that's the hard thing, is to learn defense. You know, the easy part, the fun part is letting your hands go. So he's got the hard part down. Guess what? He's enjoying the fun part right now because of it.
What a difference from corner to corner. As he sits on his stool, he knows that he is in complete control of this fight, peppering his opponent with power shots.
Well, it's been like that all night long. Anything he throws finds a target.
Good. Nice work.
Over the hump, the back end of the fight now begins.
Keep moving.
Butcher's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. Left hand came after the jab. Little head knocking with that right hand. Good Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. Good power punch, the right hand landed. Good fighting, snapping shot by Butcher. Oh! He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again.
4, 5.
I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Little volume punching to the body there. Good block by Butcher. Flush right hand to the head. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Working the body.
And you see how he just set the table for that right hand after the jab. Big shot, the right came clean. Oh, and there you go. Wow, he goes down again.
This is going to be called the elevator fight. Up and down all night.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The ref stops the fight. Butcher's unable to get up and continue on. That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit, because he knew this was possible, and they got it.
Yeah, good one for the fans. Glad you tuned in to see it with us. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us.